Inside your brain, there's a constant tug-of-war between two teams, one rooting for effort and growth, the other cheering for easy pleasures and quick rewards. Imagine a stickman deciding whether to climb a steep hill or lounge on a comfy couch. It's not always an easy choice. This hidden battle shapes how you spend your time, what you achieve, and even how you feel about yourself. Understanding this struggle can help you make decisions that lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. So let's peek behind the scenes and see what's really going on in your mind. Your brain is always busy, quietly weighing the energy needed for every action against the possible reward. This ancient system helped our stickman ancestors survive, making sure they didn't waste precious energy chasing after things that weren't worth it. Today, however, clever marketers and app designers have learned to tap into this mechanism, tempting us with easy rewards that require almost no effort. It's like offering a stickman a cookie for just lifting a finger. Hard to resist, but not always good for us. Understanding this process can help us spot when our brains are being tricked into choosing quick wins over meaningful goals. In today's world, our brains are constantly bombarded by clever tricks designed to grab our attention. Everything from apps to advertisements seems to know exactly how to lure us in, making it tough to stay focused. Discipline starts to feel like a superpower, while distractions are everywhere, waving their arms and begging us to look. It's almost as if the environment is set up to make resisting temptation a full-time job. But understanding how this works is the first step to regaining control. Let's take a closer look at the nucleus accumbens, the tiny but mighty part of your brain that acts as your motivation engine. When you spot something you want, like a slice of cake or a shiny new gadget, this area kicks into gear. Contrary to popular belief, dopamine isn't just about feeling pleasure. It's actually the wanting chemical, sparking your desire to chase after rewards. So, the next time you feel a sudden urge to grab a treat, thank your nucleus accumbens and its dopamine-powered drive. It's less about enjoying the cake and more about wanting to get it in the first place. Imagine our stickman scrolling through endless social media feeds, each like and notification delivering a tiny burst of dopamine. Over time, the brain gets used to these quick rewards and starts craving them more and more. This adaptation makes activities that require real effort, like studying or exercising, feel less appealing and much harder to start. The stickman's motivation drops, and suddenly, even simple tasks seem daunting compared to the easy thrills of online scrolling. It's like the brain's reward system has been recalibrated to prefer shortcuts, leaving genuine accomplishments feeling less satisfying. Let's take a peek inside your brain's reward system. Dopamine, the famous feel-good chemical, is released when you experience something exciting or pleasurable. But when you constantly chase quick rewards, like scrolling on your phone or snacking, your brain starts to recalibrate, making these instant gratifications the new normal. As a result, activities that require effort, like meaningful work or studying, can feel less appealing. It's almost as if your brain's stickman is running toward easy wins, while ignoring the bigger, more rewarding challenges waiting in the background. Neuroplasticity is the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and change throughout your life. Every time you learn something new or repeat a habit, your brain rewires itself, strengthening certain connections and letting others fade. This means your daily routines and choices can literally shape the way your mind works, for better or for worse. So, whether you're picking up a new skill or just scrolling endlessly, your brain is busy remodeling itself behind the scenes. It's like having a construction crew in your head, constantly rearranging the furniture based on what you do most often. A dopamine detox isn't about avoiding all fun or locking yourself away from the world. Instead, it's a way to take a break from activities that flood your brain with instant gratification, like scrolling endlessly or snacking on junk food. By stepping back from these habits, your brain gets a chance to reset its sensitivity to natural rewards, making simple pleasures feel enjoyable again. It's not about eliminating dopamine, but rather about helping your brain appreciate the little things, like a walk outside or a chat with a friend. Think of it as giving your mind a fresh start so it doesn't need constant excitement to feel good. When you start a dopamine detox, your brain might feel a bit confused at first. Suddenly, those usual sources of excitement, like scrolling, snacking, or gaming, are off limits. It's normal to experience withdrawal symptoms, such as restlessness, boredom, or even irritability. These feelings are simply your brain adjusting to less stimulation. If you push through this uncomfortable phase, you give your mind a chance to reset, making everyday moments feel more rewarding in the long run. Let's break it down, StickMan style. First, make a list of your favorite activities, the ones that give you that instant buzz, like scrolling on your phone or munching on snacks. Next, pick out the top 2 or 3 that seem to give you the biggest dopamine boost. Now comes the tricky part. Try removing these activities from your daily routine for a short period, maybe a few days. This gives your brain a chance to reset, so you can enjoy life's simple pleasures again, just like our StickMan discovering the joy of a quiet walk or a good book. Imagine our StickMan friend reaching for a quick snack or scrolling endlessly on their phone. These instant rewards feel good at first, but they don't last long. By swapping these habits for slower, more satisfying activities, like drawing, reading, or taking a walk, our StickMan starts to feel happier over time. This shift is essential because it helps retrain the brain's reward system, making it easier to enjoy meaningful experiences. In the end, patience pays off, and our StickMan finds more lasting joy in the simple things. Pleasure and satisfaction might sound similar, but they're actually quite different. Pleasure is that quick burst of happiness you get from things like scrolling on your phone or eating a tasty snack. Satisfaction, on the other hand, comes from achieving something meaningful, like finishing a project or helping a friend. Modern life offers endless entertainment and instant pleasures, but often leaves us feeling empty because we miss out on deeper, lasting satisfaction. It's a bit like a StickMan who keeps juggling balloons. Fun for a moment, but he's still searching for something more fulfilling. Imagine our StickMan friend faced with 2 choices, a quick treat or working patiently toward a bigger reward. While the fast option might give a burst of excitement, it fades quickly, leaving our StickMan wanting more. But when he practices discipline and waits for something truly meaningful, his happiness lasts much longer. Delayed gratification builds stronger dopamine pathways, making achievements feel more satisfying. In the end, our StickMan discovers that patience and effort bring deeper joy than any fleeting pleasure could. Imagine your brain as a team of stick figures, some impulsive and others disciplined. Every time you resist a temptation, like not eating that extra cookie, the disciplined stick figures get stronger and more confident. This happens because the advanced parts of your brain, responsible for self-control, build new connections and become more active. Meanwhile, the impulsive stick figures lose some of their influence, making it easier to make wise choices next time. So, each act of discipline is like a workout for your brain's self-control muscles. After a proper dopamine detox, life feels refreshingly different. Suddenly, focusing on tasks becomes much easier, and energy levels seem to rise naturally, without needing extra coffee or distractions. Even simple activities like reading or going for a walk start to feel genuinely exciting again. It's as if the StickMan's world is brighter, and every action feels more meaningful. With less noise from constant stimulation, you can truly enjoy the little things and find real satisfaction in everyday moments. Rewiring your brain isn't something you finish in a weekend. It's a continuous journey, much like a StickMan learning to juggle. Our habits and thoughts are shaped by the spaces we live in, so tweaking your environment can make sticking to good routines surprisingly simple. For example, placing healthy snacks within reach or keeping your phone out of sight helps discipline feel less like a battle. When your surroundings support your goals, distraction loses its power, and even the most determined StickMan finds it easier to stay on track. It's all about making the right choices the easy ones, so your brain gets a little help along the way. Did you know that your friends and community can have a surprising impact on your habits and even your dopamine levels? When you see others around you enjoying certain activities, your brain takes notes and often wants to join in. This social influence can nudge you toward healthy routines or tempt you into less helpful ones. Even simple gestures, like a smile or a thumbs up from a StickMan buddy, can boost your mood and reinforce positive behaviors. So, whether you're jogging with a group or just sharing a laugh, your environment plays a big role in shaping how you feel and what you do. Many people worry that adding discipline to their lives will make everything feel more difficult, like carrying a heavy backpack uphill. But once your brain gets used to new habits, discipline actually makes things easier. Tasks become automatic, and you spend less time battling distractions or procrastination. It's a bit like teaching a StickMan to ride a bike. Awkward at first, but soon he's cruising along, arms waving happily. In the end, discipline frees up energy and makes life smoother, not harder. Imagine your brain as a busy StickMan juggling thoughts and emotions. Sometimes, it feels like your mind is running the show, tossing worries and distractions your way. But reclaiming agency means taking the reins and guiding your thoughts where you want them to go. When you make your brain work for you, life feels lighter, decisions become clearer, and you experience a sense of freedom, like a StickMan joyfully skipping across a wide open space. True freedom is not just about what you do, but how you think and feel within your own mind. Let's begin by picking just one thing that's been giving you those quick, empty bursts of dopamine. Maybe it's scrolling endlessly on your phone, snacking mindlessly, or binge-watching shows. Decide to remove this habit for 7 days. At first, you might feel a bit restless or notice your StickMan brain craving that old routine. But as the days go by, you'll start to notice more energy, clearer thoughts, and maybe even a few unexpected StickMan dance moves of joy. It's a simple experiment, but the results can be surprisingly refreshing and rewarding. Imagine our StickMan character feeling a bit restless, bouncing around with energy. Over time, he starts to notice that this restlessness fades, like a wiggly line slowly settling down. As he observes himself, he realizes that his attitude towards effort is changing too. What once felt like a struggle now becomes a smoother path, and he learns to appreciate the transformation happening within. By tracking these shifts, our StickMan gains insight into his own growth, all with a friendly smile and a curious glance. Imagine a StickMan who not only tackles tough challenges, but actually looks forward to them. Over time, discipline transforms from a chore into a source of genuine satisfaction. The real reward isn't just achieving goals, but becoming someone who thrives on effort and persistence. It's like discovering that the hardest paths often lead to the happiest StickMen. Embracing discipline turns everyday struggles into opportunities for growth and joy. Rewiring your brain isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous adventure. Each decision, no matter how small, helps shape your path forward. Even StickMen know that progress comes from steady steps and a bit of patience. So, as you go about your day, remember that every action brings you closer to the life you imagine. Keep moving, keep smiling, and let your brain do its thing.